special edition of WeatherScope.
A very powerful nor'easter continues to move away from the coast at this hour, but its peripheral effects are still affecting parts of southern New England, Long Island, New York, and even the Jersey Shore, with some high winds and some very heavy surf and some rain and even a little bit of snow that we're going to talk about with our senior meteorologist on duty tonight here in just a moment. Let's show you first of all what happened in Norfolk, Virginia. The Tidewater definitely got the rainy aspect of this nor'easter. It was raining hard. In fact, you can see the result of over 2 inches of rain in a very short period of time, turning some of the streets into makeshift rivers. Travel was difficult, to say the least. You also had very gusty winds today, which are slowly starting to die down tonight, but instead of being on shore, they're more from the north, coming right down Chesapeake Bay, which could still cause some flooding from the bay side. All right, here's our storm. The actual center of it is out here over the Atlantic, and look at the moisture wrapping up and around this system and still kind of grazing parts of southern New England and the Jersey Shore right now. Now, there isn't precipitation underneath all of those enhanced clouds, but there is some, and temperatures are very close to freezing, in some cases near enough that we are getting some frozen precipitation. Of course, with all the winds spiraling around this system, we are still getting some very gusty winds along the coast, particularly out toward Cape Cod and Nantucket Island and Martha's Vineyard. And there are gale warnings up and down the coast from Little River Inlet all the way up to Eastport, Maine, right on through tomorrow morning. Right in the middle of that area is Mike Seidel. And Mike, it was just last night we were out on the Outer Banks with you. Now up in Atlantic City, what are conditions like there tonight?
Well, compared to the Outer Banks, it's much colder. Last night we were talking about temperatures in the mid-50s. Tonight, mid-30s, rain and some wet snowflakes. The wind chill's running around 10, and the tide now is just about as high as it's going to get here on the Jersey Shore. Some problems this morning at time of high tide. Let's take you south of here to Margate, and a favorite vacation spot in the summertime. But this time of the year with this kind of storm, a lot of people staying off the beach. Tide's running some 2 to 3 feet above normal, and seas crashing on shore at about 5 to 9 feet, causing beach erosion and also some flooding in the Back Bay areas. And south of there in Ocean City, New Jersey, I know I said Ocean City, Maryland earlier. That's because I'm from the area and I'm kind of partial, but they had some beach erosion too this morning, as water was 3 feet deep in some of those streets in Ocean City, New Jersey. Let's show you what it looks like tonight in Atlantic City. Here off the boardwalk, the surf is crashing on shore, and we're seeing the high tide now coming right up to about the dune line. Water has been up to the dune line this evening, but again, with the dune and enough beach between the dune and the boardwalk, we're not expecting any problems here in the immediate Atlantic City area. Again, a lot of wind tonight, icy wind and rain and some wet snowflakes, but this is moving out very quickly. By tomorrow morning, some leftover wind blowing offshore from the northwest, Jeff, and the sun will be back out. So this will be a quick shot of a nor'easter, then it's all over with for at least a few days. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike Seidel. We'll be back with you in about a half an hour to keep us updated on what's going on there along the Jersey Shore. Joining me now here in the Forecast Center, senior meteorologist Colin Marquis. And again, just kind of a glancing blow here for southern New England, but we are starting to get some reports of a little snow out on Long Island.
Yeah, multifaceted storm system, Jeff. We had been talking about coastal flooding and some amazing snowfall overnight. Now we're starting to see a little bit of snow across portions of Long Island now.
And we should make the point that it's not going to be anything like those snowfall totals back in West Virginia. Let's go ahead and show the folks what we're talking about here. Here is the center of the low. We saw it on the satellite picture, and then there's this band of precipitation kind of spiraling around that, just kind of nicking southern New England.
That's right, and on its southern periphery that's moving away from the coast, but on its northern end we're actually holding steady and, in fact, in some cases pushing a little bit farther and farther to the northwest. So Cape Cod has some heavy rain right now, but across portions of Long Island, Jeff, we're talking about some snow. Light accumulations not out of the question, especially on grassy surfaces.
All right, and there are still coastal flood warnings here too. Now, Mike was saying that the time of high tide about right now, but he wasn't experiencing any problems there. And I think it's safe to say with a northerly wind, we're probably not going to have as big a problem as maybe they did this morning.
I think that's probably safe to say. Probably the north-facing coasts, Delaware, and particularly down across eastern Virginia will be those that are hardest hit, because the wind direction dictates where the water is going to be piled up onto shore.
All right. And here we go, and you can see the yellow in here. Now, we think that might be a little bit of snow and sleet mixed in, and as I mentioned, out here on parts of Long Island, some of that's starting to accumulate.
We already have a report of about an inch out toward Brookhaven, and not out of the question to see light accumulations. By that, I mean maybe 2-3 inches of snow. Temperatures are marginal, around 32, 33, 34 degrees, so most likely those accumulations will be on car tops and grassy surfaces rather than roadways.
And as far as tomorrow is concerned, the storm well out to sea now, but the effects, again, still being felt along the New England coast and particularly out on Cape Cod and maybe Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket Island.
That's right, northeast facing coast across Massachusetts tomorrow. The high tide cycle in the morning will perhaps see some beach erosion and some minor flooding at that time, Jeff.
All right, so again, the big nor'easter that dumped all that snow back in Virginia and West Virginia and North Carolina. Moving out to sea, we're still feeling the effects, but it is going to get better from here on out. Thanks, Colin. And again, if you want to get more information, you're away from your TV, you can always check us out at our website. That's weather.com. Right now, let's go back to Bob in the studio with a little bit of a recap on our big storm and also a look at the rest of the nation's weather.
We'll have both of those factors. Thanks a lot, Jeff and Colin. The other aspect of the storm is the several feet of snow that buried parts of the Appalachians. Areas in North Carolina to Virginia got anywhere from 15 to 30 inches of snow. Snow-clogged roads have forced officials in Watauga County, North Carolina, to issue a travel curfew until tomorrow morning at 8. Only emergency personnel are being allowed on the county's streets and roads. About 16 inches of snow fell in the city of Boone, putting traffic at a standstill and leaving some truck drivers stuck, as in this case. Boy, that's a lot of hard work. Here's a look at the snowfall totals. Ghent, West Virginia, 42 inches. Beech Mountain, North Carolina, 40 inches. Flat Top, West Virginia, 38 inches. And on down the line, many reports in West Virginia and North Carolina exceeding 2-3 feet of snowfall. And you can see it now, mainly rain across the mid-Atlantic coast. Of course, Jeff and Colin went over this thoroughly, but we're concerned about freezing rain across the central part of Wisconsin. It was over the Minneapolis-St. Paul area earlier. We've got some warm air wrapping around this low. There's cold air in the western Great Lakes, so we have freezing rain. And later tonight, as temperatures drop, this could turn into all snow. Fog has been a problem for a good chunk of the Midwest for the past day and a half or so, and still a travel problem from Milwaukee down to the Quad Cities. More rain getting ready to move on shore in the west, so expect a wet one overnight in Seattle and San Francisco. But there's the freezing rain coming down across the central part of Wisconsin, America's dairyland, and getting into the south central part of that state. So you have to be extra careful tonight as temperatures drop along the bridges and overpasses. You can see it exiting the greater Minneapolis-St. Paul area, but in the southeastern part of Minnesota, you can see that freezing rain getting into the central part of Wisconsin. There's a look at the rain starting to come in as a front pushes through. Heavy rain at times overnight along the west coast, along with strong southerly winds. We've had warm air across the nation's midsection and the west. Boise, Idaho, a record, at least a tie. 56, Elko, Nevada, 52. Right now in Boise, it's about 53 degrees, 56 in Seattle, 38 in Chicago, so no Arctic air masses here, 35 in Boston. Tomorrow morning in Boston, a chance of that wet weather lingering, 31 degrees, as well as in New York. Some sunshine for Philadelphia at 29. New Orleans, the Big Easy, sunshine coming through and 45 degrees as you eat your croissant. 42 in Memphis, croissant, 45 in Tampa. And there's a look at that mess in the northern part of lower Michigan. Still some cold air and at the surface and warm air overriding it. Green Bay, 29 degrees. San Francisco, wet weather in the morning as you cross the Golden Gate Bridge, 52. And wet in Seattle at 47 degrees, that onshore flow. Temperatures, again, no Arctic air mass. 40s, though, in Nashville, Tennessee. In the morning, the big picture does show that front crossing the nation's midsection. And a little moisture there around Detroit for some wetness, and then that wetness out in the Pacific moves inland, and then you see that low exiting by the evening across a good chunk of New England, away from there. Got travel plans? Well, if you do, we've got TravelWise coming up after your local forecast.
This is your local forecast. Weather information you can plan on, only on the Weather Channel.
rough night's sleep? No big deal? Look again. This X-ray shows no support for your neck and spine when you toss and turn on an ordinary pillow. But now there's the Contour Cloud, the world's most comfortable pillow. Patented soft-touch memory layer molds to fit your head, neck, even your ear for unparalleled softness and comfort, while Blue Base straightens and aligns your spine. Plus, exclusive Crescent provides comforting support to your neck and shoulders. It even cradles your back. Watch again how ordinary pillows simply don't support you. Now see how the Contour Cloud cradles your head in softness as it straightens and aligns your spine. Thousands have paid $90 for this memory pillow, but you can order ours direct for only $19.95 with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Order in the next 60 minutes and we'll include this hot cold therapy gel pack, a $9 value, free.
Call now to order 1-800-956-2112. Don't waste another night. Call right now, 1-800-956-2112. That's 1-800-956-2112.
Hey, could you shut your lid?
Well, what for? I'm using Vanish Blue.
Yeah, well, too bad your germs didn't vanish.
Huh?
You need new improved Clorox Automatic. With so much Clorox bleach, it kills 99.9% of germs with every flush.
New Clorox Automatic Toilet Cleaner.
The Michelin Travel Wise is brought to you by Michelin and your local Michelin dealer.
Welcome to Travel Wise on this Wednesday evening. We've got some wet weather still along the mid-Atlantic coast, but only the heaviest will last another 2 to 3 hours at most before the low producing it will slide off toward the northeast. But it's been a gully washer in the nation's capital, Dulles International Airport. You've set a new record rainfall for this date, and we are tallying the numbers now, but as of 1 o'clock, the record was already set, but it continued to rain, so no official number has been given out yet. But it gives you an idea of how heavy the rain has been in the mid-Atlantic coast today. You can see that continues now. We have icing conditions across the central part of America's Dairyland, Wisconsin, as some warm air overrides some colder air at the surface. Could turn to all snow later tonight as temperatures plummet. We've got another short wave or an upper air disturbance moving into the west coast. That means rain from Seattle down to San Francisco, so you need to be careful along I-5 as you have some travel plans. Windy conditions in the nation's heartland as well as along the coastline. It's going to be gusty in the San Francisco Bay Area, for example. Southerly winds coming up throughout the morning hours and right up into Seattle and the Oregon coast. Foggy conditions, that's been a story for the past couple of days, and it remains so with some moist air coming up from the Gulf. And we've got the fog from Detroit to Milwaukee and into Chicago, so be careful along the Eisenhower Expressway. Right now, some frozen precipitation right here, and you just got to be especially careful on the bridges and overpasses. They tend to freeze up first. Wet weather along the coastline, and I'm sure travel is still a problem with those 2, 3, 3.5 foot snows in the Appalachians. You can see right there just very heavy rain coming down and into the mid-Atlantic region, so be careful out there. Stay tuned for your local forecast.
How is your weekend weather looking? The Weekend Outlook just ahead. Presenting the ultimate tire for your sport utility vehicle, the Michelin LTX. Michelin's technological advances in sidewall and tread design give it a smoother, quieter ride than you might ever expect from a 4x4 tire. Yet it's rugged enough, tough enough, Michelin enough to get you through anything. The LTX series from Michelin.
Find Michelin tires at this dealer near you because so much is riding on your tires.
On the Weather Channel. Today's top stories, tonight's developments, and what to expect tomorrow. A comprehensive weather picture on the Weather Channel every night.
This Weekend Outlook is sponsored by Budgetel Inns. For all of your business and leisure needs, call 1-800-4BUDGET. Well, coming up Friday, which kicks off the St. Paul Winter Carnival in the Twin Cities 30s, and that's going to last for at least 10 fun-filled days, St. Paul, so enjoy that, celebrate wintertime chills and thrills. And you can see the 60s in Little Rock, 70s in Dallas, and the 40s for the second day of the St. Paul Winter Carnival. So not bad when you don't have to bundle up as much as you might expect this time of the year, as normally is the case climatologically. New Orleans in the 60s. How about out west? Well, in the San Joaquin Valley, looks like temperatures in the 60s around Fresno. Sunday, 20s and 30s across the northern tier of the country. No Arctic air mass at all. And as far as precipitation is concerned, for the kickoff of the St. Paul Winter Carnival, no wet weather, no snowy weather, no blizzard. Snow showers, though, across New England. And you can see a disturbance getting going here, moving toward the east Saturday. And guess what's going to begin Saturday? Speed Weeks at Daytona Beach, Florida. That includes the Daytona 500 at the Daytona Speedway, International Speedway. 3 weekends of auto racing, wet weather there, and then that scoots Sunday into the greater Atlanta area possibility. The 5-day planner coming up just ahead.
Call 1-800-4BUDGET for reservations.
When I see this stain, I see Fred. My klutzy brother dripped greasy pizza on my white carpet. Now what's gonna get this out?
Try 409 Carpet Cleaner with a powerful grease-cutting formula from 409. Even the leading carpet cleaner can't beat it.
Bye-bye, Fred.
With 409 Carpet Cleaner, stains are out of sight, out of mind.
Hard to resist, taste stations. You're so smooth and oh so dreamy. Hard to resist, taste stations. Long lasting and creamy. Butterscotch. Peppermint. Chocolate.
Taste stations from Hershey. You can wait until you get there to see what the weather is, or you can call ahead. Call 1-900-WEATHER, any city, anytime, from the Weather Channel. Turn to the Weather Channel tomorrow morning for up-to-the-minute reports on weather affecting your day, travel, or commute. Get the information you need every morning on the Weather Channel.
When it comes to pure fur luxury, come to Katsovas Furs and Fine Apparel. Wrap yourself in the breathtaking elegance of the world's finest furs. Surround yourself in a dream come true. And best of all, discover how something that feels and looks so costly can be so beautifully affordable. Fabulous furs from Katsovas Furs and Fine Apparel. Discover the beautiful difference.
In the wilds of southern Africa, an elite police force risks their lives to save the world's rarest creatures. There are no actors, just real people and real danger. Go undercover with the Endangered Species Protection Unit, Thursdays at 9:30 on Animal Planet, the new All Animals All the Time TV channel.
This is your local forecast. Weather information you can plan on, only on the Weather Channel. The Weather Channel. No place on Earth has better weather.
Welcome to the 5-Day Planner, where we have a pretty quiet weather trend setting up. The rain is leaving the northeastern coast. You can see it right here on the jet stream. You see the trough off of the coast now, spinning counterclockwise. That's the upper air. It's going to start moving toward the northeast tomorrow. In fact, it's moving toward the northeast now, but that's the position tomorrow, with a ridge over the Rockies, and that will tend to flatten out somewhat Friday with the trough in the northeast Friday. The more active jet will be the northern branch, as you can see, with generally a trough setting up in the west Saturday, and you can see a pretty zonal flow, west to east, flat flow, no major undulations going on as we go into Sunday. But how about tomorrow for your commute to work? Here's what we've got. In Columbus, Ohio, the capital of the Buckeye State, you may need those windshield wipers, but a pretty active west with a disturbance now poised to move in later tonight. We've got rain, and pretty heavy rain at that overnight in the forecast from Seattle down to San Francisco, at least a moderate rain. And as it pushes on shore, some significant snows at about 6,500 feet and above. We could see several inches, if not feet. And there's a look at some Gulf of Mexico moisture tomorrow. And look at this, the rain winding down, in fact exiting with the low. There's a look at some snow showers. We have an upper air disturbance now that's crossing the Great Lakes. It'll get into the northeast Friday. Enough cold air around for some snow showers, but I wouldn't call this a major Arctic air regime. In fact, no major blasts in the forecast, really. The Arctic pushes, any Arctic push for the next several days. A few showers here with an upper air disturbance across the western high plains, and we can see a few flurries here. Then the Gulf of Mexico door comes into play. A little bit here, Houston, Galveston, getting into Brazoria County. We could see some moderate rainfall, if not heavy at times, going into Saturday. But most of you, say you in Pittsburgh, and you in Columbus and Cincinnati and Indianapolis and Chicago and Des Moines and Omaha. Well, all of you in the Intermountain region looking good Saturday for your weekend plans. They may include tetherball. Do you remember tetherball? It may include tetherball, may include badminton. What happened to badminton? You don't see that being played as much, but that was great fun. Croquet. There's some snow showers here across the Great Lakes Sunday, and you can see some inclement weather getting going, and this whole package is going to move eastward Monday, and this is where, being close to the ocean, not the ocean source, the moisture source, we're going to see some significant rain in Birmingham and wet weather in the San Joaquin Valley. Here's Thursday's highs. Again, considering the time of the year, we're looking at relatively comfortable conditions across the northern part of the country. Now, when I say comfortable, again, considering the time of the year and climatologically what you could very well get here. Yeah, you still need your coat, but not bad, not bad. 60s in Birmingham Thursday, and as you get off work Friday, as you drive home, and you may even be able to roll those windows down, indeed, across San Antonio or getting into Austin with highs in the 70s. Again, relatively mild, considering we're still pretty much the heart of winter, and we don't even see any teens for highs Saturday, nor going into Sunday. Very mild, and the nighttime lows will not be bad either. Now some teens do come down here in International Falls, but again, most of you will be enjoying relatively mild conditions considering the time of year. There's Thursday's lows. Thursday morning we've got some cold air in the northern part of Maine, and as you might expect in the mountainous terrain there in the Rockies. 30s for lows in Nashville and Little Rock Friday, getting into Conway and Levy. As we look at Saturday, 20s dipping all the way down into the northern Georgia mountains, Bristol, getting into Tri-Cities, Knoxville, Columbus again, cold air across the northeast. Sunday morning, Amarillo in the 30s, and there's Monday morning. Yeah, some chilly air trying to move in here. Now, we'll talk about this storm and the heavy rain coming up on WeatherScope after this.
Snow comes to the southeast as a major storm moves through the region. Details on what's ahead, plus a look at the rest of the nation, coming up on WeatherScope after your local forecast.
It starts here. It starts here. It also starts here and here. And it all starts right here at Walmart, home of the EverStart battery, a powerful battery for trucks, cars, boats, and mowers that you can count on to start when you need it to. And since it's at Walmart, you can also count on a good price. EverStart. The name says it all.
In the beginning, every gardener feels like they're starting from, well, nothing. And nothing on earth can help you create a heavenly garden faster and easier than the legendary Troy-built garden tiller. Now the secrets of a great garden have been revealed in the Troy-Bilt Great Gardens catalog, which you can get free simply by calling this number. In this 64-page catalog, you'll learn how to break new ground and create fluffy, nutrient-rich soil. How with literally one hand you can eliminate weeds and grow a paradise of gorgeous flowers and luscious vegetables. How you can take the hard work out of gardening and enjoy all the rewards of Eve.
It's so beautiful.
Well, the ultimate garden. To create your own little heaven on earth, call for our free catalog and find out about Troy-Bilt's new lower pricing, 6 months free financing and lifetime warranty. Troy-Bilt, always the best built, now the best buy. Call today.
Ever wish there was just one more seat in first class?
So did we.
TWA introduces Trans World First,
Our new expanded and enhanced first class.
We've added your seat and hundreds more.
60% more seats in all.
So more of you can enjoy all kinds of new first-class perks.
Like freshly baked Mrs. Phil's cookies, ambassador